What's up, fuckers, and welcome back to another rebuild here on NBA 2K23 Next Gen. In today's video, we are going to be continuing with the Trading Every Player rebuild series, and today we got the Memphis Grizzlies. So at the time I am recording this video, the Memphis Grizzlies are currently 19-10. They are 8-2 in their last 10 games, and without a doubt, one of the best teams in the league. They have a young franchise piece in Ja Morant and a great supporting cast playing next to a man. This is a team that has been injured, but this is a very good, very resilient team. They're definitely in the mix for one of these best teams in the league. And unfortunately today, we're going to be trading all their players. And of course, as always, before we do get in the video, if you guys are new around here and not yet subscribed to the channel, we'd love to have you stick around a while, join the community, do me that favor. As always, I can't fucking speak. Let me know any other video ideas down below in the comment section. Of course, always open to any ideas you guys do have. I do want to let you guys know that this could potentially be the last video for maybe a week or so. There might be one tomorrow. I'm not positive about that. And that's really because I'm going home. I'm leaving my apartment that I live in. And I'm actually going to, my home where I don't have a setup and I'm not going to be able to make videos. I'm doing that for like a week just for the holiday. So hopefully you guys understand that. I'm sorry. I could have maybe planned better, but, this isn't, my real job. So it's kind of tough to do that. As always, though, I will try to get out as many videos as possible as soon as possible. But hopefully you guys do understand that. But we do have a really fun one today, man, so let's hop into it. As always, it would be pretty pointless to go over this Memphis Grizzlies roster because we're about to trade every single player on this team. And no, I really don't want to trade Ja Morant because he's clearly the face of this franchise for a very long time. He'll probably win an MVP at some point. But today, he's going to be traded, and it's not a fun way to go about starting a video, but it has to be done. Unfortunately, we are in the final year of his rookie contract, which means he's not really making a ton of money. Well, I mean, in terms of the NBA and how talented he is. But it sucks. So we're not going to really be able to be matching that with other players that are probably in the 90 overalls that we could really maybe get a valuable player for. But what I can maybe try to do is maybe trade him with somebody like a Steven Adams. Go out and see if we can maybe match that to a bigger contract. So I'm kind of liking this trade right off the bat. Obviously, I'm going to still look around, but I know we know Garland progresses well, and Jared Allen is obviously an upgrade over Steven Adams. I like Jaylen Brown a ton. Don't get me wrong, Celtics fan. He's one of my favorite players in the league, but ultimately, I just get him a ton, and I don't really feel like doing that again today. Halliburton's awesome, but he's also a guy I get a decent amount, and then Scotty Barnes, no thanks. So, I mean, that's the option with Steven Adams. If we maybe match him up with, I don't even know, Dylan Brooks, maybe? I mean, I'm just trying to look at some options right now. Okay, they're all similar options. And then if I just do Ja Morant by himself, obviously the majority of these are going to just throw in a player or two. I don't even mind this. Again, I just get Halliburton so much. Ooh, Scotty Barnes and Pascal Siakam. This is tempting. Oh, never mind. We're giving up Jaren Jackson? Yeah, not a fucking chance in hell. All right, let me do Ja Morant, and I'll do Steven Adams as well. We're going to probably take this Garland and Jared Allen one, and as I mentioned, for the reasons of I typically get Jaylen Brown a lot, and I typically get Halliburton a lot. Yes, I think both of those players are currently better than Darius Garland, but we're not getting into that conversation. Darius Garland is a hell of a talent, and so is Jared Allen. This trade hurts to make, especially because I'm sending Ja Morant to an already unbelievably talented Cavs team, but they're in the East, we're in the West, so it definitely helps out a little bit. So, first major trade is in the books. Let's get Triple J out of the way, as much as that really pains me as well. We have our point guard of the future. We have our center of the future. Let's see if we can figure out the rest of these here. I don't mind Chris Middleton, just maybe not for a 23-year-old tremendous player, and Jaren Jackson Jr. Middleton, obviously, a little bit on the older side. A lot of these trades are not maybe too good. I'm not really liking any of these, to be completely honest. I mean, what are these trade offers? Tingus Pingus isn't a horrible trade. I mean, maybe we play him at the 4. I don't know, man. How about if I throw him in here with, Santi Aldama? Anything else? I mean, maybe. I just need somebody who's, maybe a little bit better. Maybe DeJounte, but I don't really need Clint Capella. I mean, we're in a tricky spot right now because, obviously, we're choosing these trades. That's what we're doing in today's video, obviously. But I almost don't really like any of those. They kind of all suck. How about if I throw in Tyus Jones, who's making a little bit more money? Paul George is an option. We know he's going to regress, but we might be able to do something with him in the offseason. And honestly, I haven't gotten PG in a minute, so maybe I'll get Paul George. I mean, we all know he's going to regress. We just know it's going to happen. So you know what? That's what I'll do. I'm going to take Paul George. We're giving up a pretty big package here with Triple J, Tyus Jones, Zaire Williams. We're getting Paul George. We're getting Rocco back as well. Paul George is 100% going to regress in the offseason once we sim to year 2. We know that. We'll trade him in the offseason. As of now, he's an extremely talented two-way player, and he still will be next year, but you guys get what I'm saying. All right, cool. Desmond Bane's only making $2 million. I got to find a big contract to match up with that. I cannot. Actually, I could move Covington if I wanted to, but I'm not going to. Him and Danny Green are combined at $12 million, and honestly, Tyrese Maxey kind of feels like the simplest option. He's another guy who's really young. He's making basically no money. And I think it probably makes the most sense kind of replace shooting guard with shooting guard there. Robert Williams, if we needed a center, I definitely would have considered that. Also, maybe could go to DeJounte Murray, but you know what? Maybe I'll go to DeJounte Murray. I'm actually surprised that was really an option here. It's not. I don't have anything against Tyrese Maxey. I like Tyrese Maxey, but we're also giving up a draft pick this year. Not that I think our draft pick's really going to be that valuable. What's Maxey's contract? How many years does he have left? If it's only 2. Who do I want? Tyrese. You know what? I feel like I actually get DeJounte Murray. I got him recently. Let me take Tyrese Maxey, who I feel like I haven't gotten in a minute. He's going to play next to Darius Garland, which is going to give me an extremely small front court. There's going to be back court. Obviously, we'll move Paul George to the small forward spot, which is it's going to be interesting. So Paul George is going to get moved to the small forward spot. I'll edit the rest of the positions later. So what do we need now? We basically just need to find ourselves a power forward, and hopefully Dylan Brooks can help me do that because, we're basically running out of decent players here. So Dylan Brooks, I'll do Santi Aldama as well. It doesn't need to be the greatest power forward in the world, just somebody who's serviceable enough for maybe 1 year. Jared Vanderbilt is an option. He's not my favorite option. Bol could trade for it. It's just, I don't really know about that one quite yet. Man. Do I do Draymond? Draymond's a free... Oh, no, he's a player option. Honestly, I think for defensive reasons, trading for Draymond Green might not be the worst idea in the world. I mean, him and Jared Allen on the same front court doesn't exactly make me think that's the best, front court for the 2022 NBA season. But you know what, Draymond Green, it's not a horrible option for 1 year. We'll probably do a sign and trade with him very similarly to what we'll do with Paul George in the off season. We're not going to sign Paul George, but we will trade him. All right, cool. So let me look at this roster right now. We obviously have our point guard here in Darius Garland. I'd like to get a backup there. We have the entire starting lineup figured out at this point. We now need to trade for some backups. I'll show you guys with the next trade. We're going to be making this trade here with the Atlanta Hawks. We're going to be sending them Brandon Clark, Jake LaRavia, and Robert Covington for Clint Capella and Jalen Johnson. Now, you might be sitting here and saying, you have Jared Allen. What do you need Clint Capella for? Honestly, it's never a bad idea to get a really solid backup big man. We're also acquiring a nice young piece here in Jalen Johnson. And I do think maybe in the offseason we can include Clint Capella in a trade. He could be a trade piece for us. I don't know why it says he's on a 1-year deal. As you can see, he has 3 years left. Did he sign an extension or something I just wasn't aware of? I have no idea. But that definitely solidifies our backup center spot. Xavier Tillman and obviously JaMychal Green will be moved as well. Actually, is JaMychal Green a Warrior right now? I have no idea. I'll figure that out as we go. But I definitely do need to find myself some backup guards. Let's go do that. I'm currently scrolling through the options looking for some backup guards, and I'm not honestly seeing anything that I love. I was considering Javon Carter, but I also do like Peyton Pritchard a lot. And he's got another year on his rookie deal. Maybe he could find himself a new home because he doesn't play a ton for the Celtics, unfortunately. So, yeah, Peyton Pritchard, welcome to the team. Going to be our new backup point guard, backing up Darius Garland. And now I think I need to find myself a backup shooting guard, a backup small forward, and then we are basically kind of all set. So Xavier Tillman, either a shooting guard or a small forward would obviously be ideal here in this situation. Just look at some options. Terrence Mann, a 1-year deal. Oh, wait, he has an extension too? Why does that look really similar? Is 2K glitching right now? Is Terrence Mann really on that contract? I feel like he's probably not. I don't know. It looks like everybody's contracts are kind of weird right now. I don't know if that's a 2K glitch going on or what it may be. Is Clint Capella free agent in the offseason? Because if he is, I'm kind of screwed. Maybe he is, and honestly, I just kind of screwed myself. But maybe it's the 2K glitch. I have no idea. Whatever it may be, I need to find myself either a backup small forward or a backup shooting guard. I think Terrence Davis would be a really good piece to come and have off the bench, so welcome to the squad. And now, so that's interesting. A lot of these contracts, like Darius Garland, okay, that makes sense. Everybody else is kind of confusing me. So at this point in time, we need to find ourselves a backup shooting guard, and then we'll basically be all set. So I'm going to trade David Roddy, and I'll trade Kennedy Chandler, and please just give me a shooting guard, and we can kind of go ahead and call it, and we can go ahead and start simming year one. So, of course, I don't find a single shooting guard, which is obviously awesome. Oh, man. How about if I just do David Roddy? Are there any other options here? I'm just strictly talking about... I'd love Conchar, but I can't do that, obviously. Man, oh, man, oh, man. Seriously? Are there free agents? I'll sign free agents and trade both these guys for picks if I really even have to. I mean, I need somebody. I really do. Shooting guards. You know what? Fuck it. Give me Lance for a year, and Lance is going to come in, and he's going to be my new backup shooting guard. He's going to be backing up Tyrese Maxey. I'm going to get some picks here for Kennedy Chandler and David Roddy, just because I don't know why 2K didn't want to cooperate with me today for whatever reason. Can I not do a pick swap? Thank you, Dallas Mavericks. And then where is David Roddy? He's right here. I mean, this is just taking forever at this point, but honestly, it's probably worth it because maybe some of these picks will end up being good trade pieces for me if I can even get a pick. No. Cool. Torrey Craig. Actually, not a bad trade at all. Actually, kind of surprised I could get him, but we do have Jalen Johnson here, who I want to play. Could I maybe even just get a pick for Torrey Craig now? Okay. I don't want to, like, overdo this here, but I don't really need Torrey Craig, so draft pick. Cool. Give me Dylan Windler. All right, let's set the rotation. We completely blew up this team. We have an entirely new, different-looking team, and honestly, this is a team that I think can go pretty far in the Western Conference playoffs. Here's how it's going to look. It's Darius Garland, Tyrese Maxey, so a very, very short backcourt. It makes me a little bit nervous, but here in 2K it doesn't really tend to matter. We have Paul George here starting at the small forward spot. Again, it's probably only for 1 year, as unfortunate as that is. He's going to regress. We all know this once it comes to the next season. I'd like to maybe maximize on that trade value in the offseason, but obviously we will go from there. Draymond Green going to be starting at the power forward spot for us, is on basically the final year of his deal. I think he typically declines it. We'll figure out what we're going to do with him. And then Jared Allen is going to be our starting center. It's not the greatest spacing in our front court, but I like the defense quite a bit. The bench unit's actually really good. Terrence Davis going to be my sixth man. It would be typically the highest overall, but I do not like centers being my sixth man, so Clint Capella will follow him as number 7. Lance Stevenson, Peyton Pritchard. Actually, I want to swap these two. Lance Stevenson, Peyton Pritchard going to be number 8 and 9, and then Jalen Johnson here actually, I want to give even more minutes, honestly, to Johnson. I will see you guys at the end of what is hopefully a pretty good year 1. So we had a really good first regular season here in Memphis. We ended up going 64-18. I'm assuming that's probably good enough for the 1 spot here in the West. It is a 35-point triple-double for Luka Doncic. He wins MVP. I know it's shocking. Paolo Banchero, Rookie of the Year. Andre Drummond, 6th man. Giannis wins Depoy. Trey Murphy, Most Improved. Taylor Jenkins wins Coach of the Year, so he goes 64-18. Awesome. We obviously love to see it. Again, wow, 49 wins took the 2 seed. What in the mid is going on here in the West? God damn. All right, let's take a look at the season stats, see how we did. Ended up being led in points by Paul George. I mean, it's going to be tough to trade him, but we all know what's going to happen. And honestly, I don't really think it's worth it. Maybe maximize on an asset here. Maybe get that value up high. We'll see. Followed by Darius Garland, had a tremendous season here, almost 23 points, 9.5 boards. It's a thing of beauty, 52% from the field. You honestly love to see it. Tyrese Maxey, not too bad. Jared Allen, Terrence Davis was actually tremendous off the bench. Peyton Pritchard, Clint Capella. Draymond Green, Mr. Triple Single himself. He was actually pretty good. I give him a ton of credit. I mean, I'm assuming he played pretty much lockdown defense. 6 points, almost 6 boards, almost 6 boards and 8 assists. Actually pretty good. Lance Stevenson off the bench, Jalen Johnson, then guys like Dylan Windler down there. Led in boards by Jared Allen, actually, and then rebounds was Darius Garland. All right, so we are here in the Western Conference playoffs. We have Dame and the Blazers here in round 1. Anthony Simons, Josh Hart, Jeremy Grant, Yusuf Nurkic. Not a bad opponent at all. I just think we're just an overwhelming team is probably the best way to describe us. We just have so much talent and so much depth. We're probably going to be a lot for some teams to handle. The 5-seeded Mavericks beat the 4-seeded Lakers in 6. We are now taking them on here in round 2 with Luka Doncic, Spencer Dinwiddie. I mean, there's just not a ton of talent here surrounding Luka Doncic, and I think that's honestly been one of the biggest problems with the Mavericks this year, but maybe they'll get some help at some point in time. The Pelicans are not a fun team to face. They're not as bad as they used to be, but still, the Zion effect is real. For all the hype that he, gets here, especially in this game, he has been living up to those expectations. So I don't have a problem with him being a 92 overall in the slightest right now. And obviously, you got talent like B.I., CJ, Jonas Valanciunas around him. So pretty good team here. Let's see if we can get by them in the Western Conference Finals. Go to the finals in year 1. I mean, that would be a hell of an accomplishment. Sixers are in the finals. We go up 3-2. We're going to Game 7, and we win, and Paul George wins Western Conference Finals MVP. We're taking on Joel Embiid here. Oh, fuck. Did I trade them? Yeah. I traded them Desmond Bane. I knew that. I mean, they gave us Tyrese Maxey. Oh, my God. Come on. 2K. All right. Well, I don't know if we can beat this team, to be honest with you. Okay, we're up 3-0. Don't blow a 3-0 lead. Okay. We win a championship in year 1. Obviously, that's always a great way to kind of start a rebuild. And when you have a team as talented as the Grizzlies were on paper, well, they actually are talented in real life, but you know what I mean. Before year 1, you trade all those players, you're obviously going to get some talent in return. So we had a pretty talented team. That's not to take away from us winning a championship. Just the reality of the situation. which obviously means our goal now is to three-peat, because that's kind of what you like to do when you win in year one. So let's get into the offseason. Obviously, our pick's not going to be in the lottery after winning a championship and 64 games. We can sim the lottery, though. The San Antonio Spurs won Victor Wembanyama. I say want like he's a prize. You know what I mean? Utah gets the number 2 overall pick. The New York Knicks get 3. The Orlando Magic and the Washington Wizards. Staff signings obviously want to bring back Taylor Jenkins. Sometimes he disappears. Now he's here. There used to be a glitch, which was really annoying, where Taylor Jenkins just wouldn't appear after year one when you were using the Grizzlies, but appears that has been fixed. Let's head up to the draft. We have the... Oh, wait. We don't even have our first. We have the 23rd overall pick in round 2. I don't need it. Let's head up to team player options right here. We're not going to be drafting anybody. I'm going to be bringing back everybody here. Draymond did decline. I'm going to sign him back and then maybe look to maybe do a sign and trade. He's somebody similar to Paul George who we know who will regress. I don't need to bring back Dylan Windler. I got him in a trade strictly for the draft picks. So let's enter free agency. Obviously, want to pay Draymond Green. As weird as that sounds, then probably look to trade him, unfortunately. Terrence Davis was actually a really good bench piece for us. I'd definitely like to bring him back. Other than that, there's really no other free agents I'm interested in bringing back. Lance Stevenson, I appreciate his time here. We really just don't need him, though. All right, let's go ahead. We got Draymond back. He's an 84 overall. Let's figure out some trades. Out of all the trades I was looking through, this was honestly the best one, and it kind of made the most sense to me. So obviously, Pascal Siakam here is listed as a center. I'm going to be moving him to power forward. He's going to be replacing Draymond Green there. We're trading Clint Capella. Ultimately, when I did trade for him, I had the expectation of moving him in the offseason. And Pascal Siakam will now take over at the power forward spot. We acquire OG Anunoby, who I'm not sure if I'm going to have him start. If I can find a better trade that includes Draymond and allows me to get an upgrade at small forward, I'll do that. Then have OG Anunoby either off the bench, or maybe he'll be in the trade, whatever it may be. But obviously getting Pascal Siakam, all-star NBA champion, is something that's really pretty much a home run when we know he's not going to regress. So that's obviously great. He replaces Draymond Green. Now we got to go find ourselves a small forward. We've found our next big trade. We're going to be sending Draymond Green and Terrence Davis over to the Chicago Bulls. We're going to be acquiring Zach LaVine. As you can see, his overall's definitely taken a couple of hits. He's not having the best season with the Bulls right now. The Bulls and him are apparently not seeing eye to eye, whatever that means, but the Bulls are not a good basketball team right now. But nonetheless, we're going to be picking up Zach LaVine, albeit he's making $40 million a year and he's an 85 overall. He just had a hell of a season in Chicago. Now, I'm not expecting him to replicate that here. He is 6'5", so maybe a little bit undersized at the small forward spot in today's NBA, but overall-wise, I think it's a really good addition here. He's going to be maybe starting small forward. Also, we traded Terrence Davis, who was a tremendous bench piece for me last year, but we did acquire OG Anunoby, so that's a pretty good replacement if you ask me. LaVine actually goes up to an 86 when you move him to the small forward spot. So, yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about this squad right now. In the moves we've made so far, ultimately, I think we kind of are in a spot to maybe go out and try to win another championship. It sucks trading PG. I wish he didn't regress. I will go ahead and I'll check on the Toronto Raptors next year and just kind of see what happened with his overall, but I'm assuming it probably took a pretty big hit. At this point in time, I think we acquired Dalen Terry in that deal with Chicago. If I can get a center or a shooting guard for him, I will probably do that. If not, I'll just take a draft pick. Center or shooting guard. Oh, actually, Walker Kessler's been pretty good for the Jazz, I believe. Let me go now find a shooting guard. Somebody like Karis LeVert would honestly be perfect. Karis LeVert, welcome to the team. I think this team is looking honestly beautiful. I really don't have any other words. I'll see you guys at the start of year 2 here in Memphis. So I went over to check the Toronto Raptors here at the start of year 2. Paul George is down to an 87, so it's maybe not as bad as it typically once was. 87 overall is nothing to be upset about, but he's going to continue regressing. I don't think Pascal Siakam will, so I'm still happy with the trade, and obviously it's great getting PG a ring. He played really well for us. I still love our team, though. Rotation is officially set, and this is a thing of beauty. Darius Garland, Tyrese Maxey remain our backcourt. Obviously, the new addition here of Zach LaVine playing at the small forward spot. It's going to be interesting. We're a little bit undersized at 1 through 3. It makes me a little bit nervous, but I am very comfortable with this team, and I like it a lot. Obviously, the new addition of Pascal Siakam here, and then Jarrett Allen as well. Beautiful bench we have here with OG Anunoby at an 84 overall. Going to be a good defensive piece off the bench for us. Really excited to see what he brings to the table. We have Walker Kessler, who we got from the Jazz. Honestly surprised I was able to kind of get him so easily. I think we just got him straight up for Dalen Terry, which really good move in my opinion. Karis LeVert is here, and then Peyton Pritchard and Jalen Johnson both playing 10 minutes a night. It's just because I wanted to give OG Anunoby typically more minutes than I do a 6-man and a 10-man rotation, strictly based off of how talented he is. So that's why it's 10 minutes for our 9th and 10th man. But I like this team a lot. We made some changes, but I'm thinking we can go back-to-back. I'll see you guys at the end of year 2. Year 2 ends with a record of 59 and 23. So it's not quite the 64 wins we had last year, but 59 wins. still a heck of an impressive season. It was not a triple-double for Luka, but it was a 41.5 points per game average for him, and he wins the second straight MVP. I mean, what the actual fuck? Scoot Henderson wins Rookie of the Year. The Spurs actually took him first overall instead of Victor Wembanyama. Pretty interesting decision there, but looks like it kind of worked. KPJ wins Sixth Man of the Year in Houston. Giannis wins Depoy. Patrick Williams Most Improved. Taylor Jenkins second straight Coach of the Year. It is a thing of beauty that we all love to see. We take the one spot here in the Western Conference, the Houston Rockets. All right, that's interesting. Chris Middleton. Why do I feel like he's been a Rocket before? Nope, just Detroit. All right, I knew he was drafted. I don't know. All right, interesting to see nonetheless. Actually, I didn't show you the East. My mistake. Cavs are the one spot over here. They have Ja Morant. Oh my God. God, that is terrifying. Please do not make the NBA Finals. Let's take a look at the stats on the year. Darius Garland, Zach LaVine are 2 leading scorers, followed by Tyrese Maxey. Jarrett Allen, Pascal Siakam was pretty solid for us. Maybe not as high in the points per game as he typically is, but you know what? He can kind of put those responsibilities on somebody else when he's coming in here and playing hopefully pretty good defense, good rebound numbers. I'll take it. All right, we have round 1. It's going to be the Phoenix Suns. Chris Paul, Devin Booker, Mikal Bridges, Cameron Johnson, DeAndre Ayton. Pretty good team. This is a team that was technically in the finals. What would it be now? 3 years ago? Where we're up to simmed here anyways. We end up sweeping them. Thanks for coming. The Pelicans, we got a rematch of last year's Western Conference Finals here. Zion's up to a 96 overall, and this man is balling out here in the playoffs. Makes me a little bit nervous to face him, but I think we probably still have the better team here. Pascal Siakam definitely has his hands full, kind of guarding Zion. We end up winning in 6. We have the 7-seeded Lakers. What in the hell? Yeah, I mean, thanks. All right, whoa! The Orlando Magic. You know what? I can't say a damn word. This franchise owns mine. They've beaten the Celtics back. They beat the Celtics in back-to-back games. I'm not going to say a word. Let's check out their squad. Cole Anthony, Jalen Suggs, Franz Wagner, Paolo Banchero, Wendell Carter Jr. Franz Wagner looking like potentially one of, if not the best pick from the 2021 draft. Maybe not the best, but you know what? He's been tremendously impressive. Let's see what happens. They're a good, young, and up-and-coming team. I still think our experience definitely should count for something, but we're down 3-1 to the Orlando Magic right now. I mean, I did not see this coming. We're going to a Game 7, so we fought all the way back. We now have home court advantage. And can we maybe come back from being down 3-1? We're leading here in Game 7 right now. It's looking like it's going well for us. Let's get a little bit of gameplay. I'll see you guys in there. So it's a 7-point game. This is definitely not over. Obviously, we have a pretty good idea. If we continue to control the pace of this game and don't do anything stupid, we probably should be winning our second straight finals. That being said, I'm pretty dumb and pretty bad at this game. So, yeah, there's always a possibility that we go out and choke a 7-point lead. Paolo Banchero, I don't know where you got those moves from. And Cole Anthony's taking over. All right, Darius Garland, I'd say 16, 4, and 15 on that. God damn. He won Finals MVP last year, 16, 5, and 4. All right, let me run a quick floppy. Let me do that. It's pretty much all I know how to do besides that and pick and rolls. Who's it going to be called for? Looks like it's going to be called for Tyrese Maxey here. Okay, that was the slowest release in the history of releases. I don't know why I try to shoot the ball. I hate the new shot meter, by the way. I don't know if I've ever said that before. Oh, my God. I'm blowing this shit hard. Whoa, hang on a minute now. I'm choking, but no, that's not what I'm looking for either. I am not playing well, and it's resulting in us not playing well as a team. Garland, can we just go up to the Markelle Fultz? Oh, my God. Why do I hop in? For those of you who say you like gameplay, you're terrorists. Making me hop into this game right now and choking potentially our second straight finals, I put it on you, because I know how bad I am at this game. Nobody pretends that I'm good at this game. But when I have to hop in, and you guys enjoy seeing gameplay, it puts me in a tough spot, because I'm pretty fucking ass at this game. Oh, no. Shot. Okay, good. Decent defense there. Kick it up to Tyrese Maxey, who has a whopping 7 points on the night. Good job, Tyrese. Foul and 1. Thank you very much. You just chirp somebody and they play better. It seems to work every single time. All right, big free throw coming up here for Tyrese Maxey. We can see the replay 100 times. Nobody cares. Free throw is up. Free throw is good. All right, Orlando takes a timeout. I'm not going to take it too, but let's just make sure that everything is working out. I'm not going to pull any of the starters. They might be exhausted. Actually, they're all exhausted, but I'm keeping them in. It's Game 7 of the finals. You're staying in. You're not going anywhere. Jarrett Allen, 12, 13, and 1 on the night. Not bad. Hopefully playing some pretty good defense as well. Let me try to play on-ball defense again. That typically never works well. All right, Fultz resets, top of the key. Let's see what ends up happening here. Maybe that looks like they're calling a play for somebody. My controller is vibrating quite heavily right now. Fultz going to kick it back out to Christian Wood, who pops the 3 and drills it here in Game 7. Keeping the hopes alive for the faithful in Orlando. I am nervous. Kicking inside to Jarrett Allen. Let's just bully Christian Wood right now. Get off me. Get off me. Jarrett Allen going to go up. Gets the easy 2 to go. Orlando takes another timeout. 1:13 left to go here in Game 7. We lead by 5, and I am feeling good. Keeping the starters in, baby. I want to lock down a victory right now. I think if we maybe stop them one more time, get one more basket, I think that's pretty much going to be all she wrote. So let's see if we can do that right here. Darius Garland, I'm playing some more on-ball D. Oh, my God, Markelle Fultz showing me why he was the #1 overall pick. And, oh, my God, he missed. He missed. Oh, my God. No. Zach LaVine, get the ball. Oh, my God, what is happening? Crossover, step back. Zach LaVine, big shot. Misses because I suck. And we're going back again. We're going to have to clamp him down again. Paolo Banchero, ball handling. Gives me nightmares. All right. Fultz, lock it down. Or not Fultz. Garland, lock it down. Jarrett Allen, slide to the rack. Nope. Christian Wood, seriously? Okay, he's going to miss that. They're going to probably play the foul game. Or, well, maybe not. All right, they do. I will see you guys all with the finals MVP. I think it's safe to say you all know how bad I am at this game, and I played like shit for probably 85-90% of that game, but nonetheless, we still won. Pascal Siakam wins his first career finals MVP. And you honestly love to see it. We've won 2 straight finals. Hoping to make it 3 as we enter our second and final offseason. Is that the Warrior? There's definitely a protection on that. Yeah, wow. It actually jumped all the way up to #2. Would have been cool to have that pick, but we do not. Stop signing Taylor Jenkins. Obviously not going anywhere. He's won 2 straight Coach of the Years and 2 straight finals. Good head coach. All right, let's head up to the draft. We do have the 30th and 22nd overall picks in round 1 and 2, respectively. I don't really need any picks this year, so that's fine by me. We're not going to be drafting anybody in today's video. Team player options, OG Anunoby declines. I do want to get him back, albeit he was coming off the bench. Ooh, Tyrese Maxey is important. I didn't give Pritchard a qualifying offer. God damn it. I'm not going to. Oh, shit. We actually have some huge free agents right now. Okay, thankfully, none of them appear to have any real offers. I'd like to get Peyton Pritchard back as well. He's not the greatest player in the world, but he's a decent enough backup point guard. And, yeah, Tyrese Maxey can have a qualifying offer. Oh, my God. I didn't even realize OG Anunoby had no offers. That makes me nervous. Okay, now I can offer OG Anunoby a contract and hopefully get him back. He definitely wants some decent money, but I'm going to pay him it because it's the final year. And why the hell not? All right, we get all those players back, which is obviously huge. Let's take a look at this team right now. I mean, we could honestly just run it back if we wanted to. I don't like leaving teams exactly the same way for multiple years, so maybe we'll make one trade, whether it's trading Karis LeVert or maybe... Actually, Jalen Johnson's still young. Let me get an upgrade over Karis LeVert. Are there any free agents that I like here a lot? Not really. I mean, Max Strus is a good shooter and everything, but let's see if I can maybe get an upgrade here for Karis LeVert. Just see some options here if we maybe... Because we have that Warriors pick. Actually... Hang on a minute. Let me cook. I'll be back. It's the final season. We're going to try to get a really good backup shooting guard here in Jaden Ivey, so I will give you legitimately any single draft pick that you want because, okay, that's all it takes. Jaden Ivey, welcome to the team. He's going to be the new backup behind Tyrese Maxey, and this is an absolute God squad. I will see you guys at the start of the third and final year here in Memphis. It is officially the third and final season for us here in Memphis. We've won 2 straight championships. We're looking to make it 3, and this team has only gotten better. I'm in love with this team. I really am. It's Darius Garland, Tyrese Maxey, Zach LaVine, Pascal Siakam, and Jarrett Allen. The bench unit got a lot better. We added Jaden Ivey. I mean, unbelievable pickup for us. We still have OG Anunoby. Walker Kessler's developing nicely. Same with Jalen Johnson. And then you got Peyton Pritchard here. But I'm liking this team a whole lot. I'm hoping to win a a third straight championship. I'll see you guys at the end of year 3. We end year 3 going 73-9, tying the best record in NBA history, but they got to rub a little salt in the wound as Ja Morant, who is a 99 overall, wins his first career MVP. I wish we had this man on this squad. Mackenzie Mbako wins Rookie of the Year. He ended up going number 3 overall. Jalen Duren, 6th Man of the Year, has found a new home in LA. Pretty interesting. Giannis wins Depoy. Isaiah Jackson, Most Improved. Taylor Jenkins, 3rd straight Coach of the Year. All right, I am hoping for an easy finals run. How is this team only winning 56 games? I mean, I guess you have a 90-year-old in Steven. Actually, he's only 31. What the fuck? I'm sorry. That's an unnecessary stray. Steven Adams is 76 overall, starting at center. And you have Klay Thompson, Kevin Love. Like, I feel like you should be winning more than 56 games, but, I mean, I say 56 like it's bad. Let's get into the numbers. Darius Garland, Zach LaVine, Pascal Siakam, Tyrese Maxey. I mean, this is just a beautifully constructed team. And I'm pretty happy with the squad, and hopefully we're going to be making a pretty deep run. Denver here with Jamal Murray, MPJ, Gordon, Nikola Jokic, obviously. pretty talented team. I just think we're a whole lot better than really everybody. Houston here in round 2. No team with Mike Conley's on is going to touch me in the playoffs. There's just no way. Oklahoma City, young up-and-coming team. Actually, I mean, they have a lot of established players at this point in time. I mean, Shea's probably balling out. Yeah, he is. He's got that killer instinct. But they're a 7 seed. They're not going to touch me either. And, shit. Ja Morant is officially coming for his revenge. It took until year 3. But Ja Morant and Darius Garland and Donovan Mitchell, without a doubt, are probably making up the best backcourt in the league. And we're hoping to beat them here in the NBA Finals. We are up 2-1. We're up 3-1. We close them out in 5. And Darius Garland balling out, baby. You love to see it, man. I did not think that we were going to win 3 finals. We obviously constructed an amazing roster, which I'm super happy about. But, you know, oh shit, almost dropped my phone. I did not think this was a 3 finals win, squad. I've obviously put together some pretty good teams in the past that have won 3 finals. This is a pretty good one. I'm pretty happy with the end of this video. So hopefully you guys did enjoy. If you did, leave a like down below. That'd obviously be awesome. Of course, if you guys new around here, could subscribe to the channel. It would mean a ton for me. I will try my best to get another video out, before I get back to my apartment like next Tuesday. I make no promises, unfortunately. I am sorry about that. I want to go home. I want to spend some time with my family. I want to see my friends from home. I hope you guys all get it. I love doing this, but I also have other things that I do have to do. So hopefully you guys get it. If I don't get any videos out, though, I seriously, I do apologize. And I hope you guys all have a good holiday. I'll obviously tweet something out as well. But seriously, though, thank you guys all so much for watching. I love you guys. I'll catch you guys all in the next one.